All right, here we are, Photoshop. What we're going to do is going to create a new Photoshop document. So I'm going to hit Command N, do a new document. We're going to work in art and illustration. We want to switch from pixels to inches. And I'm going to have you create a, actually, you know what? No, we'll stick with inches. We'll do 17 by 22. Let's do it portrait. So 17 by 22, resolution of 300, and click create. All right, so that's going to get us a big document like this. Now you want to follow along closely. We haven't used Photoshop. We're just going to go over the basics. I'm going to show you kind of step by step in this first tutorial just how to make the panels. Now here's the deal. I don't want you to copy me exactly. I'm going to show you the technique, but I want you to get creative with the size of your rectangles and how you break up your comic book so they don't all look the same. I'm going to show you the technique. You kind of make it look your own, okay? All right, so we have a background layer. I'm going to come down here, right? We have layers. I'm going to come down and right here, new layer. I'm going to create a new layer. On this layer, we're going to take this tool right here. It's the rectangular marquee tool. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to eyeball this, okay? I want to give about a 1/4 inch border all the way around. So I'm just going to try to make it even, and I'm going to click, I'm holding down the mouse, and I'm just going to drag out a box, kind of eyeballing the border just to kind of make sure it looks about even all the way around. And then I'm going to let go, and you can see these marching ants. Now what this does, this select things so that you can do something to it. We're not going to go into a whole lot of detail. We're short on time in the semester. But we're going to use this to create little boxes where we're going to put the pictures. So we have one big box right now. And we need to cut this into 6 smaller boxes. So how we're going to do that, we still have the marquee selection tool active. We have our marching ants. And I'm going to hold Option. And Option is going to allow me to subtract from this selection. So while I'm holding Option on the keyboard, I'm going to click and drag with my mouse. Again, I don't want you to copy me. I just want to show the technique, right? And that cuts it. Now I have 2 boxes, but this probably too skinny, so I'm going to undo, Command Z. I'm going to come down here and hold Option, and I want to make my cut about the same as the border on the outside. So if you look at my new rectangle while I'm holding Option, it's about, I'm just eyeballing it, it's about the size of the border on the outside. I want that kind of even, right? Like that. You see how it's kind of even? Not perfect, but close. Then we can hold Option again, and we can, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. You can have it off balance. You can have something like that, right? And then we'll come down here. Maybe we'll cut this one about in half, somewhere around there, like that. I'm just going outside the edges. Again, I'm holding Option. Now, right now I have perfect rectangles. I'm going to show you a different tool really quick if you want to do something a little more creative. I'm going to hold down right below. You'll probably see a lasso. It'll probably look like that. I'm going to hold down on the lasso for half a second. I'm going to get the polygon lasso tool. What that's going to allow me to do is, again, holding Option. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, and I let go of the mouse, and I'm dragging kind of diagonal like this. And then I click again. I'm still holding Option, and I'm just clicking a rectangle about the size of the outside border. Again, trying to stay consistent, and clicking again to finish that off. You can see I cut it a little bit off, but it's fine. But it gave me like triangles, right? Just something different. And then I can come back again, hold Option, and maybe come over here, do something like that. All right, that one might be a little too thick. It's okay. Just get it kind of close. Once again, as a reminder, don't follow my exact design of rectangles. See what I did, make it your own. All right. Now we need to fill these in, right? Now we just have selections, and if we don't fill it in, they're going to disappear if you do something. So we're just going to fill it in with a color to get us started. And to do that, I want you to hold Option and backspace on your keyboard. Option, big delete. All right, Option backspace or Option big delete, and it should fill it in with black like that. You can see over here on my thumbnails, over here on the bottom right, that I have these little black shapes. You can see these marching ants still going around it. We don't need those anymore, so I'm going to hit Command D to deselect, Command D to get rid of the marching ants. And that sets us up with a basic template. But in the next video, I'm going to show you how to move each one of these shapes to their own layer. And that's going to be really important later on when we get your pictures to fit in, okay?